Although I did not write this bill, the title really intrigues me. I think it's time for something like this. I really don't know if it should only be for public servants. I think it should happen, it should be the same for everybody. Because we are public servants, we are expected to take a lot more than the ordinary citizen. We get a lot of emails, we get a lot of people who are unhappy with something we may be voting on, we are voting on, we did vote on. We get a lot of emails, and it's okay, because that's our job. They're our constituents, and every constituent who writes to me gets a response, and it's respectful, no matter what has been said to me. That is our job. I have had a target with a hole in the center left in front of my house. I have been photographed when the placard had fallen off my car when I was parked in a handicap site. This is all just bullying, and it's unpleasant, and I was brought up, nobody bullied me. It just wouldn't happen. I'm standing up and I'm going to say what needs to be said. That's what a representative is supposed to do. However, I do know that there are people who are abused beyond reason, and I think that that's what this bill is trying to handle. And I have to read something to you that was sent to me, given to me just outside, a person who did not come in today. I'm Representative Wendy Thomas Hills, Hillsborough 21, excuse me. I'm a co-sponsor of HB 1159, and I regret that I cannot testify as I'm presenting bills in another committee. I'm writing to express my support for HB 1159 relative to cyberbullying, cyberstalking, and doxing. First, as a journalist, I will go to my grave defending freedom of speech. It's one of the guarantees that makes America what it is. However, with great power comes great responsibility. I personally believe that you are free to say what you believe. However, you must be accountable for your words. This bill has been misconstrued over the last few months. It's not an attempt to restrain freedom of speech. But when you weaponize freedom of speech, that's when we're talking about something completely different. As an example, in my town, whenever there's a heated, usually political discussion, you will always find somebody, many people, who are pointing out that I'm fat. I'm overweight. Have you ever seen the size of my belly? How about my chin? When people have nothing left in their argument tank, they tend to attract a woman's looks. It's something all women learn to expect.
Point of order. We've all had written testimony submitted. We're capable of reading that. Could you please move on?
Is that the rule of the chair?
No, continue. But if we have other testimony,
I have only just a few more minutes.
The email we received in the print has been circulated. We're capable of reading. Let's move on.
finish reading your testimony, but we don't have any more activity.
Let's put it to a vote to the committee.
I'm going to turn this over to Representative.
I'm sorry. I do not want to cause disruption. I just don't want this to be set aside like happens a lot of times. We have no time to read things like this.
We have the testimony that you're
Quite clear
reading.
in the House rules. We can read these ourselves. We don't need to have them read to us. Let's move on.
I'll move on. I'll move on. I'll say that this woman has been threatened. Her children have been threatened. It's not just about being called fat and having a double chin. This is dangerous. She's afraid for her children. I can speak. This is me. I'm talking. I'm not reading. See? I respect your right to be able to read this on your own. That's not the point. The point is, I need to understand that you understand. This is dangerous. This is frightening. This takes away her freedom of speech. Takes away hers.
Thank you. Are there any questions? Representative Roy?
Thank you, Madam Chairman. Thank you for taking my question. I'm going to pose to you the same question I posed to the sponsor as well. What, if any, responsibility does the public servant have in provoking these type of things when a public servant makes statements calling people names like evil and Nazis and things of that nature? This only protects the response from the citizen, protects the public servant, but punishes the citizen who responds.
I think the intent is for this to be sustained, not just simply, I'm going to call you a bad name. I think this is for sustained abuse. If it's not written that way, it can be rewritten, and it should be. Because this isn't just about a bad name calling somebody. This is real danger.
Yes.
But what about the responsibility of the public servant who says things like that, and then gets it back? I mean, is there no responsibility on the public servant to not incite this type of stuff with mandatory language of their own?
Incite. I am sure that when somebody said something like that, when you were to say something like that, it would be under stress. It would be because you're angry. You say it once. If it incites somebody, they have every right to say something back to you. But I don't think they have the right to make a sustained attack on you. That's very different than just making somebody angry.
Representative Hughes.
Yes. I mean, in your experience, would you say that this is less about any individual comment or opinion that somebody might say, and more of a pattern that actually creates danger for the representative and the representative's family?
People are probably aware of a website that basically attacks women legislators. I know there have been a few men that have been attacked on the site. And what they do is they write a really short hit piece without ever contacting the representative. And what it does is it incites people, not just in your district, not just in your city, not just in your state, but you get letters from everywhere, from Florida and California, who are really, really angry that you did something, even though it isn't really what you did or what you said. You know, I think it's amazing what the power of the internet can do to get people upset, to divide them, to cause frustration and anger. And I got a couple of letters that, you know, I even answered them back and had the discussion. And at the end, they told me that they wished me the very best because they felt that I had been mistreated. I can't get my information off that website. They won't even take down a picture of my daughter. And this is the kind of thing that it goes too far. It's not just a legislator who's facing some bullying. We take that. We understand the letters we get. We know why people are upset because this is important to them. But a legislator should not be made to be a target. That is just wrong.
Representative Newman.
I'll repeat a question that I asked before. If someone made up a flyer and made threats that caused you to, as it describes in current legislation, they would then, and posted it on all of the doors in your neighborhood or up on the door to your workplace or whatever, would they be subject to this bill as written? They took information that you felt was, well, what it says is they have to post, they use intimidation, threat of force or violence, that would be in the poster, and engage in other, well, so people, if they did that, not using an electronic means.
Do it in paper, do it, yeah.
It's my belief,
Follow-up?
follow-up is my, would you consider that they would be subject to the law as written?
I honestly don't know. I'd have to think about that one. That's very interesting. We're still posting it, aren't we? I don't know.
Thank you. Representative Abbott.
Thank you. Thank you for taking the question.
Sure.
Would someone posting a false narrative of, misrepresenting facts to the general public, knowing that would encourage doxing of a public servant, would that fall under this law?
If someone were to lie about you, it would get people excited enough to dox you? Is that?
Yes, or if the person's being doxed, already a victim of it, they're doing it and further encourages it. That's spreading the false narrative.
Doesn't help. It certainly doesn't. My thought is always if you have a question about your representative, you contact them. You reach out. And if that person doesn't reach back, because I know some people don't hear back from their legislators, there are lots of others of us who will answer questions. So I'm not sure about false narrative. If it's intentional and it's meant to do something bad and it gets somebody else to do something that hurts you, yeah, I think that's part of what this bill is trying to do.
thank you very much for your testimony.